So, I was put on antidepressants for ADHD. I'm not depressed. I have never been depressed. It's a history in my family line, but I'm not depressed. I'm very happy. A very happy person. And I was put on it, and it was awful. I filmed a little bit yesterday, and you could just see the change. Like, I was dying to be normal. Like, I kept saying, I know I'm normal, but I'm not normal. And, I was a bitch. There's footage of me driving, and I'm being more mean than I ever have been in my life. And I was also very paranoid. I didn't film any of the moments I was paranoid because I was too busy being scared than to film. Like, I literally felt like that there were demons in my house. Like, I literally had to leave. I called my mom at 9 saying, I'm coming over, there's something in this house. And it was all in my brain. But I certainly felt like there was, like, just like someone behind me, like, looking at the back of my head and over here and above me. It just was very, 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 very disturbing to be in that situation. But worst of all, more worse than being a bitch and being paranoid, is that I had suicidal tendencies. I never, like, grabbed a gun. I never grabbed a knife and was like, I'm gonna cut my throat, I'm gonna cut my wrist, I'm gonna pull the trigger. But, it didn't, the suicidal thoughts didn't happen until the very last clip that I filmed, which I was contemplating about putting in because it was so out of norm. But I basically put 2 fingers to my head. And I said, I don't know what I said, but I have it, and then I have a video in between the last video and that video explaining that, you know, I put this in. I don't know what I said, but I said that I'm going to keep it in just to show the kind of crap I get from the drug. I stopped taking it yesterday. I feel 100% normal. I'm not a bitch. I'm not paranoid. And I definitely am very, very happy that I don't feel like I want to commit suicide. But there were voices in my head telling me to drive off a cliff. There were voices in my head telling me to grab a knife and just stab my heart out. And the reasons, no one would miss me. They say, you know, your mom won't miss you, your brother won't miss you, your dad won't miss you, YouTube won't miss you, no one's gonna miss you, so. But I'm like, there's no reason for me to commit suicide, so voices, shut your fat faces. So, I stopped taking the drug. And the doctor is a moron for putting me on it to begin with. He goes, I don't believe you that you were ever on Concerta, which is the drug I was on before, which is an ADHD medicine. I was on Concerta. I even showed him the pill I was on, and he still doesn't believe me. So I'm gonna call my old doctor and get a referral. Because I don't wanna call him a quack, but he's, let's do it. I mean, to put me on a drug that makes me suicidal. I mean, for crying out, in a deep spot. You know, I'm much, oh, Frank! Oh, you guys missed it. He was literally pooping in that neighbor's lawn. I'm gonna see if he'll go in front of my truck. I'll honk the horn. It scares him. Oh, I feel bad about doing it. Do you guys see him? Should I do it? I'm sorry, Frank. I am sorry. Oh my gosh, you guys. I had an epic confrontation with a driver in front of me in a parking lot. So, I park, I get out, and I buy what I need. You know, this is not just a crosswalk, you dumbass. Shadle Park high schoolers Just like walk out like a little gangster that you are, slowly. I'm sorry. Anyway, what I was saying was I parked my truck, I got out and bought what I needed, and then I got back in, and there was this couple, probably no older than me. She was good looking, and her boyfriend or husband or whatever looked like, I don't know, like she found him in a dumpster. And like, so she's just like sitting there, like, just sitting there. I'm like, okay, well, you probably get ready to go, because I was waiting for them, for them to leave so I could, stupid son of a, you want to get in a car back? Because I'll bring it. Gosh. Where is the logic in that driver's mind? Okay. Hi. So anyway, so she's just sitting there. And I'm like, okay, can you like, I don't know, put your, so she puts her key in her engine, turns it on. I'm like, okay, good, she's leaving. So I turn it on. And I don't know if I explained this, but I was waiting for them to pull out so I could go through, because it's really difficult for me to back up in this truck and pull out. It is really, really hard for me. So I'm thinking, oh, good, you know, I'm able to, you know, get out. She sits there, stares at me. Yes, she stares at me, grabs a coffee and starts sipping on it while staring at me. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, okay. And so she's trying to find things to do, like, with like her, like she's like on a steering wheel. She's like holding on to her, you know, shift thingy. I'm like, okay, are you gonna go? Because I would like you to go. And so she continues to stare at me. And then finally, I'm like, you know what, screw it. So then I just back up, surprisingly pretty well. And then as I pull out and I start driving, I look in my rear view mirror. She pulled out of my parking spot. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have a car. You can easily back up. I have a long truck. I can't do it as easily. So I was just like a little like, okay, whatever, like, you know, I was doing the same thing, I guess, like, but I wasn't staring at her. I was just like, I don't know, looking and waiting and thinking about other things, like what I bought, which I will show you when I get home what I bought. It was not a useless thing to buy. It's actually for work, because I drive a lot, and the thing I'm using right here is a piece of crap, and so, I bought something similar. It was not entirely expensive, so it wasn't like a $50 item. It was like half that. Not even half that. It wasn't even in the 20s. It was like, you know, I'm not gonna say, but it was higher than $10 and lower than $20. But it looks really useful and great for my job, driving wise. So we'll see. I'm gonna test it out when before I get out. So I'll be in my truck showing you, because it is a truck thing. So anyway, I'm really pissed off about why are we going 25 miles per hour in a 30? Thank you. You know, I'm so mean. I'm a very angry driver, you guys. Like, I'm not a brutal driver. I don't give the finger, and I don't, you know, do anything hands-wise and stuff. I did know that I did put my hands up when that person cut in front of me. There was a car in front of me trying to go straight, and I was trying to turn, and they just, you know, barged through, and I'm like, I'm about to T-bone you. So I did put my hands up because they waved at me, and I'm like, nah. They, you know, whatever. So I am a very, I'm a very verbal, angry person when I drive. It's just that a lot of bad drivers, Spokane is known for very negligent drivers, because everybody has somewhere to go and no one gives a flying hoot who's in their way. And I'm the same way. Sometimes I'm just like, I can't stand incompetence, so sometimes I do things, but I do things in a very meaningful way. Like, okay, I have liability on this truck. What will keep me from getting a car crash? But kind of, you know, do a shortcut. But I will never second guess a bad decision. Well, yeah, yes, I will. I will second guess a bad decision, but I will never think, okay, I'm gonna do it. And some people, like, there have been people who I've been behind who turn when it's not a turn lane, and it pisses me off. I'm like, if I was a driver in the adjacent lane, or the lane next to you, and I go forward and you turn on a non-turn lane, I mean, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Quit riding your brake. It makes me upset when people do that. It's like, put your foot on the gas pedal and move! Thank you. Why? Okay, this person is making me upset because they're riding their brake. And it's making me ride my brake. And it's probably pissing off the people behind me. Oh my gosh, you know what? Screw this. Not the person, but screw this, this idea of driving behind them. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm a very nice person, you guys. As long as you, I don't know, drive fast. I'm a very nice person. I have my dad's problem. I have a short temper when it comes to driving. This is 6 minutes of me complaining. I'll see you guys when I get home. I might edit a lot of this out because, honestly, no one needs to see my rage. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Man, I'm very angry today. Anyway, someone just used the regular lane to turn when there was a turn. Oh my gosh. I'm angry. Anyway, you guys, I'm home in one piece and with my sanity still intact. And let me show you what I got. I'm gonna turn off. So, first of all, I stopped my camera because I need to switch the camera around real quick. So, bear with me. So, this is the mount that I've been using. This part right here is unusable because the magnet in this phone is missing because I tore it off because I'm an idiot. So I've actually been hooking my phone underneath it like that, except more like that. And it's pretty useless because I'm unable to use this, this can move up and down, and it's very usable. So, with that being said, stop moving. What are you doing? Why are you parked in the middle of the road? Go! I don't understand some people today. Like, I'm in a really... I know why I'm so pissed off all the time. I'm on that new medicine. And even when I'm not driving, if someone is stupid, it makes me upset. Wow. Okay, anyways, this is what I bought. It is the camera does not want to... It's a mounting kit for window, dash, vent, and console. This is a console. This is what I want. So, let's install it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this up. Move it over here. There we go. This does... this is like the worst thing. So, make sure I don't rip the box, because if I don't like it, I'm going to take it back. Then again, it wasn't too expensive. It was like, what? Under... This is not coming up. This tape is deplorable. Ugh. Oh my gosh, there's 3 pieces of tape. This is making me ultra angry. Okay, 3 pieces of tape off. Open this wisely. Ooh! Wow. Instructions, because we all need instructions because I suck at... Ooh, I get cleaning wipes! Ha! My phone is so disgusting. me, you know, touching it. No, this is not for the phone. This is for the this is for the sticky part. What is this thing? Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm gonna be here for a long time. What the heck is this? Is this the base of it? What? That's useful. What are these things? Are these little pins? I don't know. Instructions. Oh, I'm gonna throw all this. Let's go to the main event here. Ooh, it's tall, you guys. How fancy. Hello, hello. Wait a minute. What the? What's all this stuff? Get out of here. Come here. Get. I bet people think I'm really pissed off. Oh! Oh, it almost fell into the steering wheel. There's a crack. Okay, so we all know that this part sticks onto my my console. Okay, so we all know what that does. This is just like what ooh, it's really fancy. You know, for the price that it was, with all the nice pieces, I'm afraid that this is going to be useless. So, I'm going to move it to where I want it, which is... Look how sheen that is. It's sheen. So, let's take off the tape. That's sticky. Put it where my other one was, which was right here. Press it in there nice and tightly. And look how sheen that is. And then, just like, what? Oh, I'm using it. I was like, well, where's my other mount? Yeah, I'm using it. So this, it's a suction, so I put it on here. And I suction, so it stays. But why is it sideways? Is it because I'm thinking it's like, what the F word? Oh well, it doesn't matter. This. What the F word? You guys. Aw, shiz. Come on, get off that. Man, that's like a suction and a half. Well, this is great. I don't know what to do. How does this fit? Where's that piece at? It's supposed to fit. I almost hit my face. There's Frank. Oh, I have it upside down. What the F word? What are these pieces for? Oh, this goes into the... I don't need that shit. I mean, excuse me with my language. But it doesn't, like, move the way my other one moved. Shh. But... Did I not get any magnets? I wasn't giving me... Well, how is this gonna stick? Oh. It uses this kind of power. Well, this is kind of useless. I wanted magnets, like... Magnets. Because how is this gonna work on my... Let's see if it works. This is 6... Get off there. Guys, this is kind of useless. So, let's see. My phone is too big for it. What the actual... You guys... I'm gonna end up breaking this thing. Like, honestly. What does this do? I'm gonna end up breaking everything. Like, my phone... Oh. What if I take this stuff off? Oh, I can make it... I can make an... Ow. I can make an eyebrow. How do I look? How about a mustache? OMG. I'll make a unibrow. Yes. Okay. I should scare someone. Hey, what's up? Oh, my mustache. Okay, let's see if my phone fits now. Maybe I have to take all the stuff off. So give me a second. Okay. Ow! That stuck to my hand. My phone is literally too big. This is for like phones of like the 1900s. What the living crap? Oh! It widens. I got rid of the little thingies, didn't I? Oh, you guys, I have to go. What is this? Oh, shit. No, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I finally got it. Ooh, look how fancy. I'm like, you can see how I'm driving? People think that I'm a nutcase. This thing is really massive. This thing is made for a bigger truck. Like, honestly, let me show you. Press this fancy button. So let's it go. Like, what is this? This thing is huge. It's like a crane. But it holds my phone. I don't know why it's lopsided. But now my truck's a mess. I don't know if I like this. I wanted a magnet. Oh, yeah. Vent mount. My phone's really heavy. It's going to pull the vents out. Clamping arms open to 4 inches wide to lift to fit larger devices. Why does it look better than everyone? Oh, I know why. Because I can bend these things. Ugh. Did I make you dizzy? That's funny. Maybe I'll try the vent. I'm not even gonna try to put the vent thing on. Let's just go inside, you guys. I've been out here for like 10 minutes trying to figure this crap out. I am not a certified anything, so I'm not gonna even try and express that I need my Mountain Dew. I'm just awful. So, and I need to take this down because people will think that it's really fancy. I know I should have gotten like the $50 one. That had everything like it was like you can move it around. What if I put it on the windshield? Because that's what's made for, is the windshield. We'll do that later. I freaking hate my neighbors. Not these neighbors. The one, not my neighbors that live with me, because I live in a duplex, but the neighbors behind me. Over there. They're such asses. I'm sorry. Like, they think that, I don't know, and the kid drive me nuts. The kid's like, got everything. Like that kid has like an ATV and he's like 8. This neighbor that's coming up, who I know, he's awesome. Oh, that's not my neighbor. That's someone else. That's a cool truck. I hate my neighbors. They live over... I can't turn this. See, even the mountain doesn't want to see my neighbors. They're just like, please. No one cares about your neighbors. I don't know. I just don't like the South Hill is like people in the South Hill. You're gonna get a lot of people that are like really snobbish. They're freaking snobbish as heck. I love that woman's hair. Oh my gosh, she looks like the 80s. That freaking dog I want to burn. I was petting the dog the other day because it ran up to me, and the guy was like looking at me, and he's like, "Come here," like with I don't know what the dog's name is, like Snowball. "Come here, Snowball." I'm like, I was just petting it, and like he grabbed by the collar and like shoves it inside. I'm like, you are an ass if you're gonna drag a dog around just because a friendly neighbor petted your dog. Like someone needs to put you on a collar and shove you around. I don't know. I just don't like the father. He drives me nuts. I mean, I'm mean. I've never talked about my neighbor that way before, but he pisses me off. Who am I? I hate this medicine, you guys. It's making me opposite of who I am. I'm on an antidepressant. I'm a happy person. Now I'm just like I'm a bitch. I don't know if I like this. You guys, this is not me. I mean, my neighbor's not Hitler, but my neighbor certainly, you know, could play the role of Hitler. No, I'm just joking. That was mean. He's not German, so that won't work. I'm mean. You guys. I'm on Wellbutrin. This is like... No wonder why my mom hates it. My mom's on it, too. Can I disclose that, Mom? My mom is better off on it than I am. Because, you know, whatever. I'm sorry, Mom, if you didn't want the world to know that. I'll cut that out. You guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. But I had a bunch of footage. I was sitting in the truck after I mounted the, what is this? After I mounted the thing up, I was just like really a grouch towards a lot of people that drove by. I was like, meh, meh, meh. You guys, it's this drug I'm taking. I'm a very pissed off person. Like, I'm not like this, you guys. I'm very nice. The drug I'm taking is an antidepressant. It's not, what is wrong with my hair? It's not made for people that don't have depression. Guys, oh my gosh, look at my hair. I look like Frankenstein's wife. I do not like this drug I'm on. It's making me an absolute, a total 100% bitch. It's making me an angry person. I was put on an antidepressant. Did I ever look depressed to you? Except maybe with Metallica shirt. I was pretty depressed about Metallica. That's probably why the doctor put me on it. No. He says it works as an ADHD medicine. I don't want to feel different just to think. I'd much rather be off of it. I'm not happy with... I mean, I feel like I can think, but it's not a stimulant, so there's no dopamine involved, which my brain is so trained to have that side effect with thinking. So I don't know if I'm thinking or not. I feel like I'm not. Like, when I was in the car, so after I got the thing mounted and all that stuff, I was like, my neighbor came home, and it wasn't like anyone close to me. It wasn't like, because I live in a duplex, and it wasn't the neighbors next to me. But it was a neighbor that I don't really know that well, and they're just, like, secretly, I don't like them. I should just get it out there, because, you know, they have, like, the South Hill credibility, and what I mean by that is that they have nice cars, and they're snobbish. I petted their dog once, and he wasn't very happy about it. The father wasn't. And the son has everything he wants. Which, you know, granted, you know, the first feeling you have if you don't know someone who has a lot of things is that you don't like them. And I never said that, and I say it on camera. And I say it now. But I'm trying not to. I was mean. I was just like, you don't deserve to have that house. Like, I was just being rude. And it's not that I'm a mean person. It's just this drug is making me go inside out. Like, all of my, you know, thoughts are now being put out. And I'm not happy about that. I don't like this. I'm going to get off of it. I have a month trial. And I'm like, nope. I'm not doing a month trial. I'm doing a 0 trial. But I can't stop taking it because then that's when it's going to get cray-cray in my brain. Because it's an antidepressant. And my mom says that she knows about the drug because I asked her to look it up for me. And she did. She says, well, it takes about 3 days for it to start working. Well, it better start working on the positive side because I don't like how I'm acting. I don't like how I'm feeling. I don't like anything. Like, I feel different. Not for myself. It makes me sad. And I'm sorry to my neighbors. Like, they're nice. I know they are because, you know, just some people have more money than other people. And also South Hill is known for that too. There are a lot of snobbish people. Especially the more you go up to South Hill. Actually, it's that way. Up. You're gonna get a lot of snobby people. And it's not that they're bad people, it's just that, you know, when you have a lot of money, sometimes your kindness kind of gets masked behind money. You know, but that's just me. I mean, like, that's how I perceive it. Anyway, you guys, I'm not happy. I'm not. I like my old self. I like who I was. I miss my old medicine. I miss Metallica. Where is my Metallica shirt? I'm gonna ask that every single video. Anyway, I'm gonna make lunch. I'll see you later. Bye. Boop. I have butted in between 2 videos. It is 8:30 at night. My drug has run out, and I feel normal. I feel great. I feel like I'm not under stress. I don't feel angry anymore. I feel happy. I've got my meat. I made a steak for dinner. And I got my red beer, which is Clamato and beer. That's a true antidepressant, let me just tell you. It calms you down. But the reason why I butted in between these videos is because the next video I have been contemplating about putting in. Mainly because it is absolutely 100% real. It was not scripted. It's not a joke. I'm not trying to be funny. It wasn't anything. It was the song. I was singing a song. It was a song I made up. Okay? Because it's pretty awful. And I was just saying whatever I felt like saying in my brain. And it's pretty. Towards the end of the song, which at the time when I was singing it, I was not affected by it until I watched it over. The things I say are a little bit, not disturbing, but just like, what's going on in your brain? And then the last thing I do, which is, it's what I do, that's what's disturbing. And the reason why I'm keeping it in is because I want the world to know, or at least the people who watch, that you should not put a normal person, a normal functioning adult, on Wellbutrin. Ever. And it scared me when I watched it over. I vaguely remember doing it. Now, I don't want to scare people into thinking that this is always going through my brain, but it's a bit scary that I was unaware of it, which makes it a little bit frightening. But I am going to stop taking it. I'm going to take one more just to maybe take one dose during the night. So in the morning, I can have a fresh start without taking it. Because I'm done. Even the doctor says, you have to take it for a month. Shush. So, without further ado, and I'm not taking this lightly, okay? So don't go, oh, wow, you're overreacting. Like, I want to be very, very clear with you. Just watch the darn video. And know that you should never take antidepressants if you are a normal human being. I mean, if you have depression, then by all means take it, but I shouldn't take it. Just saying. I don't feel normal anymore. I'm not a normal person. I need more coffee in my life. I feel like I am inside out. I feel like I'm speaking what I feel inside. And so I'm saying a lot of cuss words because I cuss inside my brain. That was probably really off tune. But I'm trying to keep it inside. I'm trying to keep it inside. Whoa, that was flat. I'm trying to keep it inside. Ooh, it's really windy out. I'm trying to act normal, but I feel like I'm controlled by a demonic force called Wellbutrin, and it's choking me alive. I need to find some relief